next item to be aware of is that on the web product, you have the ability to also work from a phone, not just a tablet and or a laptop. So let's demonstrate that. Let's go in, and we're going to first switch back to Mary. Tools, and we're going to have Mary log in. And let's basically say that Mary has, go to the home. We're going to go to manage account information, and let's go to Stefan Anderson, and let's go ahead and schedule a meeting with Stefan Anderson. So I'm going to go to Stefan Anderson's record, and I'm going to select activities and select add a meeting. When you do that, wow, typos in 2 words. That's a record. Okay, sorry about that. And we're going to go ahead and do a meet regarding projects. Keep it simple. And we're going to make this an hour and 30 minutes meeting. And we are not going to make it billable. So we're going to keep it very simple. And we're going to click OK. So a couple of things to remind you. When I schedule a meeting with an account, I'm able to also specify the location of that meeting. So let's say I am not going to be meeting with at the main office. I'm going to go ahead and meet at this location with them, which is, you'll notice this is at Building 12. This one doesn't have a Building 12. It's 4562 Harrison versus the main office is in West Butterfield. I can also be specific about a project that we need to be. This is relating to Project 107 is why this meeting is happening. And I'm going to click on the Save button. So a couple of things to confirm. I'm going to exit from here, exit from here. I'm going to go to the calendar. I'm going to open up my calendar, and you'll notice at the around 1:30 time frame, I have a meeting regarding a project. And if I want to, by the way, keep in mind, I entered it intentionally from a different interface just to let you know or emphasize the point that it doesn't matter in results where you work from. Everything is integrated. You want to work from the calendar? Great. You want to work from the customer record? Great. You want to work from the quotation and sales opportunities? Great. It doesn't really matter. So when you come to it, the bottom line is when you enter data, it's visible where it matters. So when I go to my calendar and I'm looking visually to see what I have, then I'm seeing exactly who I'm meeting with, at what location, and for what project. All right. So let's go and take that same information. I just entered that data, right? Or I could have entered it myself, or somebody in the office could have entered it on my behalf. Let's go and log in as Mary. Instantly, if I go to my calendar and look at my calendar, I better have a meet regarding project. And if I open up that from within the calendar, I will also see that this is the primary account, this is what I'm meeting, and this is where the project is. Nothing too magical about it. It's basically all integrated, and you're seeing the same data. But here's the point that I wanted to make. What if I'm not wanting to, what if I happen to be at Starbucks getting ready for my meeting and I don't want to take my laptop out or even my tablet, just want to grab my phone and take a look at it? Well, in results you have an interface. By the way, if you were on the screen, you can switch to the mobile interface that way, but I'm also going to show you how to log in and go to the mobile interface. So if I log in as Mary, here's how the system does this. We have what's called an auto switching technology. At the time that you are logging into the same website, we will look at the size of the screen that you're working from. If we find that you're working on a screen that's 2-inch diagonal or less, that means you're on a phone, and we'll automatically switch to mobile. If you're working on an iPad, or in my case, I'm working from a desktop computer, so large screen, I can tell my system, hey, don't try to guess. I want you to take me to the mobile interface directly. So I'm overriding the auto switching because it wouldn't have sense that this is a phone. So let's go ahead and show you this interface of a salesperson in the field, or it could be a technician for that matter, anybody in the field that has something scheduled. So to keep things simple, I have a lot of sample data here. I'm going to tell the system not to include activities prior to date. So I'm going to uncheck that. And you'll notice that basically I'm asking for pending activities, things that are on my plate that I have not finished, and there it is. This is my meeting, meet regarding project. By the way, just to show you how this interface is different, it's designed for a small device, for a phone. Your menus even work differently. We pop them out, and when you're done with them, we can basically take them away, right? So it's just a matter of convenience of doing anything you want. You can work with your contacts, you can search for them, including your Soundex search, phonetic search is supported. So it's really an operational one. Now keep in mind, mobile product is a subset. It's really for something on the run. You're looking up things that are already in the system. It's not intended for heavy scheduling of your sales day for the next week and stuff. But bottom line is this, you're checking it out, you're seeing that you have a meeting at 1:25, let's get more information on that meeting. You click on that account. So depending on whether you're using like a regular iPhone or the big iPhone or any other screen, depending on the size of the screen, the system will try to take full advantage of that and will adjust how many fields it can display for you. Also, to keep things simple for you, we let you scroll and collapse different areas, so you're not scrolling forever. You can click on this. I want to see the links. Who am I meeting with? I'm meeting with this is about the Stephen Anderson account, but I'm specifically meeting, and what am I going to? 4562 Harrison Road? I wonder where that is. Well, don't wonder, just click on it. And now this is new, by the way, in version 16. So now we basically take you to and put you directly through a Google, if you want us to. By clicking on that, or you're on their phone, click on this one. And this, well, in this case, I'm on my computer, not on my phone, so it would have dialed the phone for you. If there's an email address on the associate record like there is here, you can click on this and we'll also do an email for you. So it's fully trying to support you as well as possible using a minimal device so that you're able to get the data that matters. By the way, you can also see the project information. This is dealing with this project, Project 107, and these are summary information about that project. So as much information as you need to have, including conveniences of doing the Google Maps and getting to the information, then you'll be able to get to that data. I am, by the way, licensed under the field service here, so there are some tabs you would not see unless you're field service. You can't do pictures in the field like you can if you're a field service. You can't receive a signature on the regular web mobile application unless you're field service. That's more of a remote installer, field technician functionality that's in our field service product. But everything you see up here regarding the summary of what you're doing, it's a meeting, this is what you're meeting about, taking notes before and after, all of that information is there. You're able to do the timestamp too, of course. You're able to take internal notes, you're able to take resolution notes. And then when you're done with this meeting, what you're able to do, you can also click on start. So yes, you were scheduled for 1:25, but let's say you started early. You click on start and it will put the actual time for you. And when you're done with the meeting, you click stop and it will do that for you. So you don't even have to click on the time controls. Then you can change the status. This is complete and flag it as completed. Scroll to the bottom and hit save. You're done. By the way, because of the way operation work, right, in sales, what's the most important thing? You finished an activity, what is the most critical thing you need to do? Unless this account is done with and it's not going to work, you schedule a follow-up. So you go here to activities, you see the menu down here? These are all the things you can do from this activity. You schedule a follow-up activity. We already know who the customer is, already know all the information. So this is a follow-up to meeting. And you can put more notes if you want to, or whatever it is that you need to put in here. Say hello to whatever, right? So the bottom line is you have all the information connected and part of the record, and you're able to, so there's additional fields that we need to put in there. But you get the, it's the activity type that's missing. So it puts it in red, and it didn't put the fact that this is going to be a phone call. So we hit save, and now the information is there. You have a new activity ID. It's already in the system with all the information intact. So this is it for what we wanted to cover with you today. I'm sorry I went a few minutes over. I hope you found the session today helpful, and thank you very much for attending. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be having the recorded session available to you through the recording. And by the way, let me just bring you back to my desktop product. So you'll notice on the same activity that Mary just finished in the field, because she completed it, there's already a check mark indicating that it's done. And if we open up that activity, remember we changed the status. Remember, we checked the completed. All that information is sitting up there available to you to work from.